People are so full of crap.
The pure, unvarnished, no-nonsense truth.
No more excuses. Your own damn fault.
Americans owe more than $2 trillion in consumer debt, but that wouldn't surprise Larry Winget, the man who's called the Pitbull of Personal Development.
He's Larry Winget, financial guru for hundreds of thousands of people.
Here's the truth. Your kids are your own fault. Nothing is really more mature than becoming financially stable.
So much stuff was racing through my mind, but then when Larry spoke, it was a whole nother world.
He is the author of, you got to read this. You're broke because you want to be. And everyone is talking about this book.
He's inspired nearly 400 of the Fortune 500 companies.
Larry Winget, his latest book is called Work for a Reason. It's a New York Times bestseller using a kick-butt approach.
Pretty impressive.
Pretty impressive.
Larry Winget, best-selling author of You're Broke Because You Want to Be?
Take the money you'll save and pay down your credit card debt.
Probably should.
Did he just say probably? Thank y'all so much. How many of you are 100% satisfied with your life? I mean every single area of your life. You like how much money you have. You're satisfied with your relationships. You're satisfied 100% with your career and your job. You're satisfied with your level of health, your weight, every single area of your life. How many of you are 100%? Not a hand in the crowd. How about you guys at home? Are you 100% satisfied? Well, let me tell you right now, we already have a problem. Because y'all are lying to me. Just got ugly in a hurry, didn't it? You are 100% satisfied with your life. You are. Otherwise, it'd be different. That's how it is, folks. You like your life just the way it is right this minute. If you're broke because you want to be. If you don't have good relationships with your spouse, your family, your kids, your boss, your friends, your coworkers, it's because that's how you want it to be. If you didn't want it to be that way, it'd be another way. Isn't that right? That's how it is. That's why success is your fault. You did this. You created the life you're living. And if you don't like the life you're living, I suggest you do something about it. That's really as simple as it gets. I believe everything in your life is 100% your fault. Good? Your fault. You get to take the credit. Bad? Your fault. You did it. Your thoughts, your words, your actions, your decisions created the life you're living today. Everybody with me? Say you bet. Yes. Now, a lot of people don't like that. I hear it all the time. They go, but Larry, you don't understand. And you don't know what I'm going through. I get hundreds of emails every single day. About half the people love what I have to say. About half the people hate what I have to say because they're full of that. You don't understand. You're right, I don't understand. And I don't know what any of you all are going through. And I don't care. No, I'm really serious. I don't care. And here's why. I'll guarantee you I can find somebody going through a whole lot more than any of you are going through. And they still figured out a way to be successful. Isn't that right? Say you bet. Yeah. Isn't that how it is? Exactly. Take responsibility. That's what it comes down to. Really. And why are you writing that down? Where you been in your life? Suddenly that just hit you as a good idea. Man, I better get that one. I have never heard that before. Take responsibility. Hardest thing anybody ever does in their whole life is take responsibility. Isn't that right? People don't want to take responsibility. They never want to take responsibility. And yet that's where it always starts. Isn't that right? That's where it starts. People don't like that, though. I can assure you, people don't want to take responsibility for their lives. They'd rather do anything than take personal responsibility. I got 2 boys. They're grown men now. How many of y'all are parents? How many of you had parents? That ought to get about all of you. I used to go in their room when they were little boys. And they'd be in the middle of a big fight, and I'd say, all right now, who started this? What would they do? And I'd say, listen, I'm not very happy with your grades. Whose fault were the bad grades? Teacher. Obviously, it was the teacher who didn't do well on the test or didn't turn in the homework. And people used to come up to me all the time saying, now, Larry, don't you understand? That's how kids are. No, that's how we all are. We'd rather do anything in this world than take personal responsibility. And yet, that's where it always starts. Remember when you were growing up, you heard this line, ready, willing, and able. Ready, willing, and able. I've spoken all over the world. I ask every group that I speak to those same set of questions. How many of you are ready? And everybody says, I'm ready. So everybody is ready for more success. Everybody. I never met anybody who wasn't ready for more success. How many people are able to be more successful? Everybody's able to be more successful. Everybody. I don't care what your situation. You could do a little more, couldn't you? You could do a little more. And if you do just a little more, you'll be more successful. Isn't that right? So everybody's ready to be more successful. Everybody's able to be more successful. This is where it breaks down. Very few people are willing to be more successful. That's what it comes down to. Very few people are willing to do what it takes to be successful. You know, we hear all the time that life is full of the haves and the have-nots. Heard that before? Sure, the world is full of the haves and the have-nots. That's a lie. The world is full of the wills and the will-nots. Ooh, that's good. You're going to write that one down, aren't you? So which one are you? Are you a will or a will not? Let me tell you when people are willing to do whatever it takes. When it's just darn near too late. When it's too late to fix it, they step up, and then they're willing to do what it takes. You know what I'm talking about. See people like that every single day. When do people finally get willing to stop smoking? When they're diagnosed with cancer. Oh, then they're serious. Oh yeah, I'll do whatever it takes now. Well, guess what, dummy? It's too late. You have cancer. Why weren't you willing to stop 20 years ago, right? When are people willing to do whatever it takes to save their marriage? When their marriage is falling apart, right? When are people willing to start eating right and lose weight? When they have a heart attack. Why is it that we have to get to the place that we've just about lost it all and there's no way to fix it? We're desperate to change. I get letters from people every day who are desperate to change. They tell me of their desperation. Larry, I'll do anything. That's not true. People are not willing to do whatever it takes. They just say they are. We all talk a really good game. Isn't that right? We talk about success like we want it. And we don't. We want what we got. Otherwise, we'd have something different. Isn't that right? We want what we have, otherwise we would have something different. And the reason we don't have something different is we don't want another life, a better life. We don't want more. We don't want to be more, have more, get more, do more. We don't want it badly enough. You got to want it enough. Enough to do whatever it takes in order to get what you want. Are you willing to do whatever it takes in order to get what you want? Are you? Okay, let me tell you what, I don't want to hear you say it. No, I really don't. I hear empty words every single day. Don't you? You know, nothing makes me more irritated than for somebody to tell me how they want their life to change. And then they still sleep late tomorrow, barely get out of bed, make it to work, almost late, give it a real half effort all day long, complain about everything they've been asked to do. Isn't that right? Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't tell me what you want. I don't care. Again, seriously, I don't care. Don't even tell yourself what you want. Don't tell anybody what you want. Stop talking. Shut up. Instead, get up and do something. Actions change things. Nothing else, by the way. Actions change things. Wishful thinking is not a strategy for success. Hope is not a strategy for success. Work. Work. You prove to me that you mean it when you change your actions. You prove to yourself that you mean it when you change your actions.